No, 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 not at all. No, no, no.
Right?
No, I mean nobody sort of worries about the epistemic status of knowing. No, 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 not that. No, 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 no. Right? That's the way we're gonna deal with this. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Right? No, 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 not at all. No, 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 no. That's a mistake. No, no, no. No, 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 no. That was excellent. No, 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 no.
And
No, no, no. Yes, yes.
or whatever. Like it's
No, no, no. It's just an inversion. No, 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 no. I don't know. I don't mean that. No, no, no. I didn't. No, 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 no.
Oh dear, welcome. This is the Shotgun Slant dreadfully stream. Stephanie Christos is dreading it. I don't know why.
Not a cat.
I think I don't know about anybody else, but I certainly. Good morning, Cassandra. Hey, Hezi. Milan. Ups. Good to see you. Good morning. I don't know about you guys, but I need some savings throws. Here you go, against the mind control. You know how this goes. Wow, the mic's not even in position. Man. Here, maybe we do some branding first. Dear Lord.
In all our searching, the only thing we've found that makes the emptiness bearable is each other.
Remember, Embody.
There is no agency. We want
what's best. So against that there mind control, you get one of those savings throws. You get to pick between survival, social, wisdom, or heart as the basis for the savings throw. I roll these fancy dice. And if your number is over 10, you take half damage from the mind control that follows. You get a +2 to the number on the die if you've chatted over there in the hive mind. Survival, social, wisdom, or heart. Choose. Oh, survivalist pairing it off with socialist, both coming in at the hot straight 10, making your savings throws. Survivalist with the socialist, also a 10. Lovers of wisdom, on the other hand, just a trinity for you. So you're going to need your bonuses. You get a +5 for chatting on the replay comment. Heart, folks, you got an 8. If you got your hive mind bonus, you made it. You'll be taking half damage from the mind control. Indigo kids, you got the 6. Whatever that means.
Like love is worth saving.
I don't know love.
Now encompasses everything. Does it not?
It's all there is.
It's all there is.
You choose survival, social, wisdom, or heart.
See, you've given yourself up. But this is the most powerful thing that can be done. Surrender. See, and love is an act of surrender to another person. Total abandonment. I give myself to you. Take me, do anything you like with me. See? So, and that's quite mad. So we come to the strange conclusion that in madness lies sanity.
So, welcome to this Monday. I think they tell me it's a Monday, this Disciples' Day of February, and so we'll start off with the Blue Church card of the show. We have a slight problem. See, I do a lot of what I call adjunct professing in a place that exists in some people's minds. And I do some adjunct professing, and I usually do those on what I've called the homeroom videos, because there's this guy who puts out a video every day at the same time every day, and like all the people that watch it kind of watch me too, and so we call that homeroom. And the thing is, he built up these membership paywalls and stuff, and he likes to put videos out behind the paywall before he releases them as a homeroom video. And I already watched this one. Blue Church card of the show, 5 of diamonds. So I don't have much adjunct professing to do on that. But in an exciting turn of events, there is a new professor from which I can do some adjunct professing in the corner. And we'll be doing that adjunct professing. But first, making a reappearance for the 50th anniversary of motorcycle maintenance is this wonderful lady. Here's a bit of Sevilla's latest release.
So Bernardo Castro said this, and my friend pointed me to this quote. We are lost in abstractions. We are lost in abstractions in our psychology, in our view of the meaning of life, in our science, in our philosophy. We are completely lost in abstractions. And I think that will be the theme of the 21st century, our painful emergence from the cocoon of abstraction. So how about that? Doesn't that sort of sum up? I mean, doesn't that make sense as to what?
Welcome back, Sevilla, and happy anniversary, motorcycles. Happy anniversary, motorcycles. And here's a piece of that homeroom I'm talking about.
Really is wrong with this picture. The problem starts becoming apparent when you start looking at guests. In the beginning, you want
guests. Now, he's not talking randos. And in fact, the randos are going to be a totally different thing because his whole paradigm of knowledge, information, wisdom is going to fall apart with randos. Because why would you ever have a rando on your channel? And again, 10 years ago, I didn't set about and telling myself how I could build a community empire by...
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look, we're approaching the 33rd minute. And look at that hot finger action. For those of you just listening, Pastor Paul Vanderklay is tenting his fingers like no other, like a giant big top tent, Barnum and Bailey with some hot finger tenting action. You should probably log on, find the YouTube video, and come watch it if you're just listening, because it's so worth it. So worth it.
And 10 years ago, I didn't set about and telling myself how I could build a community empire by putting randos on the internet. I just backed into this thing because I'm a pastor. Well, let's continue.
fantastic guests.
But let's continue. Speaking of fancy pants guests, the Friday Morning Nameless is currently premiering a video I'm probably still stepping on. Hey, Zach. That has this in it we're going to talk about in a little bit, but it's got this guy over here. We're going to go all into that, but he's Pastor Paul's chief disciple in the Luchador Mask is doing his own rando series, and there's probably one I'm stepping on right now. Sorry, Chad. I gotta fit in the time slot somewhere, buddy. Sanjay Vinsmoke in the Hivebind says Michael Landon branding, and it's interesting because it's always been more the Hulk branding. You're disgusting, Chad. You're disgusting and triggering. You're disgusting and triggering. But I always thought of it more as the Hulk after with Bill Bixby. After the Hulk had destroyed everything and he had to go walking away. Red card of the show is the Queen of Spades. The Queen of Spades. Harmonious, thank you for saving me with a bubble. And then
I listened to him. I think he is telling us the truth. That is indeed what he wants. Those of you who are sort of sniffing for duplicity or a grift or dishonesty, I don't smell any of that here. I think he's I think he's telling us, I see this guy, I see both of these guys, but I see this guy as being very, very genuine and honest. He is telling us exactly what he thinks.
Rascal says, I was promised free pizza often in gaming communities to lure me places. There was never pizza. There was never pizza. But the great news is we have a new professor to adjunct profess about, and that's our good friend Kale Zeldin, who recently had a talk with some great guy. He's coming on giving us a little poetry in the morning, and it feels like it's a new class we can attend.
StreamYard for a live stream. And today I am experimenting. If you're here, you're great. Otherwise, I have no idea what I'm doing, but here we go. So last week I recorded a poem of the day by Emily Dickinson called Tell All the Truth, But Tell It Slant. And so I wanted to sort of go through it real quick and just sort of see what we can come up with. It's one thing to read a poem out loud. It's another thing to read a poem, right? To get into what is going on. So we start off here. Tell all the truth, but tell it slant. Success in.
Here, let me do it. Tell all the truth, but tell it slant. Success in circuit lies, too bright for our infirm delight. The truth's superb surprise, as lightning to the children eased, with explanation kind. The truth must dazzle gradually, or every man be blind. And
look up words, but circuit seems to mean two different things. A circuit, as in an electrical circuit that is a completion of a current, but also circuit as in a series of iterated circles or iterated patterns. And so oftentimes I tell my students to think back to their earlier life when they played Mario Kart. And if you've ever played Mario Kart, you know that you play it.
Oh, such a fumble that races have circuits. Agency deck card of the show, brought to you by Teo Tayo, is the 3 of spades. Look at that. Right when Tayo comes in, the agency card was the 3 of spades. Okay, so so in the circuit lies. It's success in circuit lies. The circuit part is springs up to me circuitous, the circuitous path, and the reason for this is lightning. Wait, go on to this part.
So brightly that it blinds us, our infirm delight. Now, when something is infirm, it is not firm, it is sick, it is not strong. Right, too bright for our infirm. So our delight is somehow infirm. Our ability to apprehend is somehow not enough. Too bright for our infirm delight, the truth's superb surprise.
Now, see, too bright for our infirm delight is we're down here delighting in our infirmities, and the bright light of the truth would destroy our ability to do so. What we would see in the light of that truth would reflect upon ourselves the delight we're taking in our infirmity, and that would shatter the sense of identity we've built around taking delights in our infirmities.
Something is striking in that moment. The truth's superb surprise. As lightning, now notice the as, of course, this is a comparison. So something about the truth. As lightning to the children eased, right? So the children.
It was funny that today on the Friday Morning Nameless, on the premiere I'm stepping on, at the very front of it, he put this old gem from that was definitely not. It might have been thrown out with the bathwater, but it was a baby. Remember this baby?
Or is it the elect? Or are we just insane? From John Vervaeke to Jonathan Pajot and Jordan.
And now, given the poem we're adjunct professing about, please note the lightning.
Or is it the total disposition from the bed we all made? Or is it the elect? Or are we just insane?
Do you see that there, the lightning? Did you see there?
Or are we just insane? From John Vervaeke to Jonathan Pajot and Jordan Peterson to the Chris Pacou Show, Paul Vanderclays and Griswold Grimm and all the dice he shakes.
Can make a child uneasy, but the uneasiness can be solved or fixed or somehow made more palatable with an explanation, a kind explanation or a type of explanation. Again, it's kind of unclear. As a lightning to the children eased with explanation kind, the truth must dazzle gradually, or every man be blind. So then how do you tell all the truth if the truth you're saying or the truth you're telling will dazzle, will confabulate, will enthrall you? That is to.
Okay. Now the part somewhere on the, I don't know if it's on these cards somewhere or if it's hidden in the thumbnail, dreadfully thumbnail. Yeah, look at that. What do you think that is? What synaptic tree maybe. The shotgun slant part of the show. Okay, the shotgun part was like I have a StreamYard slot that gives people co-host powers, and I can bring you on as a riding shotgun on the streams, and as you learn how to highlight comments such as this gem from Pastor Paul Vanderclay, virtually not alone doing housework. See, you can ride shotgun in StreamYards and learn how to do all these fancy things, like play brandings and load up pictures of Denny, Denimore's Denny, where you can buy a hat down in the. There's a hat with that lobster monkey on it down in the links below. This is the shotgun slant, dreadfully stream. That's the shotgun. The shotgun. The slant is how we have to tell the truth, and that's because of everything I was gonna just say about what we just played from our new friend Kale Zeldin. Special thanks to the Shadow Cabal. So say we all. And we also have gyroscopic chaining on the card coming in later. But here's more of the premiere we stepped on. Wait, no, we can't do that bit yet.
The list? Yes, any of the first level ones.
I'm gonna get a soda. Anyone want one? Hey, Graham, I'm not in the room, right?
What room? I want to cast Magic Missile.
The room where he's casting all these spells from.
He hasn't cast anything yet. I am, though, if you'd listen. I'm casting Magic Missile. Why are you casting Magic Missile? There's nothing to attack here. I'm attacking the darkness.
Gradually, or every man be blind. So the explanation, a kind explanation or a type of explanation, again, it's kind of unclear. As a lightning to the children eased with explanation kind, the truth must dazzle gradually, or every man be blind.
All right, and this part is okay. So once upon a time, I read in Reader's Digest what makes humor work. What makes humor work. And what makes humor work is it's a process in your brain where the person making the funny on the stand-up show, he connects a thing that you know and the thing that you know in a way you didn't know. And that connection spiking off in your brain manifests as the laughter. And similarly,
explanation, a kind explanation or a type of explanation, again, it's kind of unclear. As a lightning to the children eased with explanation kind, the truth must dazzle gradually, or every man be blind.
Now, so it's like you prime the conditions for the lightning of the synapse to happen in the dreadfully tree in everybody's mind. Because if I've heard once a story about lightning that if you watch it really, really closely, what's actually happening is it's going up into the clouds. It looks like it's zapping down, but it's everything around going up into the cloud. And that's the way lightning actually works, despite how it appears to our eyeballs. I don't know if that's true, but similarly to someone's patterns in their brain being connected in a new electrifying way that makes them laugh, giggle, scared, or awe.
Remember it. There is no agency. We want
The reason that Miss Dickinson is telling you to tell it at the slant is because you're just seeding the lightning. The lightning has to go off from the ground in the person. They have to make the connection. So you just throw out all the pieces and wait for them to see it. Just wait for them to see it.
I believe that if everyone sees what just a few people become when they wholly embrace their gifts, others will awaken.
And as always, special thanks to the Shadow Cabal. So say we all. That's the channel members and the people that clink the link that's pinned at the top and or buy the merchandise and stuff. The people that are sending me all the way to Tarpon Springs for this leap year February symbolic World Summit grift. Thank you guys. It's going to be quite the adventure, perhaps.
So say we all. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Ho, ho, ho.
Now, part of the premiere I'm stepping on between Chad and this guy. Let's see, where was it? Probably about here.
Confusion about.
All right, first I started trying to watch this.
Real or performance.
And what immediately happened when I was trying to watch this is I was reminded of this.
All right. And that's one of the advantages of having a manifold structured in the way that CTMU is structured. Everything is right there as it is needed. And of course, telons are adaptive. Okay, telerecursion is adaptive. When things happen that are not necessarily in accord with a certain telon, the telon adapts to the new set of resources at its disposal and comes together again, approaching the same final outcome.
Does one have to be adaptive? If one is, let's say, incoherent, which I heard you equate evil to.
I didn't equate evil to incoherence. I said evil is incoherent.
Your face is very large for me right now.
And so, as you can see, it brought up to the important topic of camera placement. And I thought that it would be of service to everybody who's trying to play in the corner, even if it's just as a guest on the live stream and or a shotgun, like the volunteers we've gotten. That the camera placement and where you stick your thing is important. And what you want to aim for, not like this wrestler guy. He knows the kayfabe of the wrestling ring, this fella. this fella over here, this Neil guy. Look, right here. Down there. You see he's down there? The appropriate thing to do when you're going to be on the camera is to put your eyeballs here at 2/3 up from the bottom. Your eyeballs should be in this spot here, this range here, like this. This is appropriate camera positioning right there, like that. And so that's part of how we do our kayfabe around here, fella.
People pay money to go to the show and participate in the show, but they're still themselves, but they're engaging from their real self in a fictional universe.
Now, what will that asshole think of next? Is anybody gonna die? I don't know.
Now, oh, look. Dun, dun, dun.
Ducks eat bread.
They do. They like it.
Franco says, I prefer the snide looking down on you cell phone look. The lurker leer. Lurker leer. Lol. Symmetry. The kayfabe layer cake of reality. Welcome, Embody. We have for you here kayfabe layer cake key sieving throws. We have sieving throws around here. Oh, goodness. I don't know. It feels like I'm looking down on you the way when I do it right. When I do the camera right. Okay. So also on this card we have gyroscopic chaining, and this is in reference to the lightning and the way the lightning synapses work in our dreadfully distinct tower. And okay, so basically, when you're seeding the lightning, you're not casting lightning. You're priming the connections to go off. You're coding them and galvanizing them and so that when the lightning goes off, they chain in a certain way. And like the way that works is very right brain weird, like this.
Cells. Have you ever been in an institution? Cells. Do they keep you in a cell? Cells. When you're not performing your duties, do they keep you in a little box? Cells. Interlinked. What's it like to hold the hand of someone you love? Interlinked. Do they teach you how to feel finger to finger? Interlinked. Do you long for having your heart interlinked? Interlinked. Do you dream about being interlinked? What's it like to hold your child in your arms? Interlinked. Do you feel that there's a part of you that's missing? Interlinked. Within cells interlinked.
And all of that masterful line is from a poem from this book called Pale Fire that was sent to me so I could read it. And it turns out that this guy's poetry here, it was all written on these 3x5 cards. And this other guy came around and put it all together. And somewhere in this book is the poem from the baseline text, which is about dreadfully distinct against the dark, the tall white fountain played. And the tall white fountain played is their lightning connections and are dreadfully distinct against the dark synaptic trees. And that's why the thumbnail is the thumbnail.
Okay, so basically it's incoherent because evil is anti-existence. All right, basically it hates existence and it wants to go out of existence, right? But when you take a bunch of evil and it won't recognize its own existence and it won't recognize the existence of anything else, it's very hard to coordinate. It can't be coordinated, so it becomes incoherent. The only way that evil actually achieves any sort of reality is it uses physical systems to do it. It nucleates physical systems and uses their structure, their power structures, their hierarchies in order to be realized.
Slime! What? It's a river of slime!
Is everything all right in here?
Yes, Nanny.
Hi. This is the shotgun slant. Okay, so we've got slanty lightning. Okay, the gyroscopic chaining is when you're seeding those things like Dreadfleet that stink against the dark. You can tell how the lightning is going to bounce off one of the other nodes of the axiomatic lantern nodes when the lightning goes off, based on their axiomatic slant, which is based on their gyroscope, which is covered in the alignment, attitude, orientation. That's the sum of that is their gyroscopic slant, and by the direction of their gyroscopic slant, you can determine where the lightning will bounce off of them. So when it chains, you want to chain through the lightning as many targets as you can when it finally goes off.
I'm going to the gym.
We all know that there is no agency any living gent can see doing what is right for me. Just lifting up my bro so he can grow some eyes to see that doing what is right for me increases all our agency.
Yeah, Lenny, we're kind of doing this Crash Grail country with poetry readings when they let us on Saturdays sometimes. So did we have no shotguns, but if you're interested in learning, if you have, let's say, if you're another captain, so it's a service I'm offering to other captains of the flotilla. If you want to learn how to StreamYards better, I'll give you a shotgun seat and we can do some fun things that way. And then I'll charge it. I'll invoice your company, but I'm happy to help people learn how to use these fanciful StreamYard button lullabies.
I listen to him. I think he is telling us the truth. That is indeed what he wants. Those of you who are sort of sniffing for duplicity or grift or dishonesty, I don't smell any of that here. I think he's telling us, I see this guy, I see both of these guys, but I see this guy as being very, very genuine and honest. He is telling us exactly what he thinks.
Okay, so, but in this premiere we stepped on with this guy, he goes through the kayfabe of the wrestling thing, and you could slice in clips of me as he explains it, and it demonstrates a lot for people who don't get what I'm doing. But what made me think of most was that perhaps if I did a call to the scavenger bounty board over on the Discord, it looks like this right now. It's you find it. It's under the community grounds, and it's called the Scavenger Bounty Board. And like maybe I could get the result in there where we give people 7 indigos. We give people 7 indigo bonuses with the power of our emojiing. See what you press this, and the way to go, pal. Here's emoji. 7. We give those for those who bring in things to the Scavenger Bounty Board, but. There's this lady called the All Seeing You, and I don't know if I ran enough of the clips that it would show up in the dis-little-corner.com search. But she talks about cheerleaders. It would be a good finding of the keyword. And it's about how people who do these drama LARPs on the YouTubes have their own kind of kayfabe and a cast of, it's like the heel face, but of YouTube dramas, and so that's that. If that shows up on the Scavenger Bounty Board, that'd be nice. we do have an offering from the Scavenger Bounty Board from Upcycle Club, which I'll play right after this. Additional branding. Oh no, the Discord link is broken and I've been notified. Let's run these clips and I'll get you a fresh invite right after this. I've mentioned that we need a body language analysis wing. There's a character class of video maker that does body language analysis. And we have clips like this to feed them with
directly
question
organize
marks.
or offer direct financial assistance. That's what we're not doing. Anything else? Any other for direct financial assistance? That's what we're not doing. Anything else?
What's that?
Or offer direct financial assistance. That's what we're not doing. Anything else? Any other kind of help that we can offer? We're here to offer. Specifically, I'm here to offer.
I've mentioned that we need.
And this is called Zerit. Okay? The interesting thing that people have asked me, and I've done my research myself into this, okay? And the research was, how come when they lift the Torah in the synagogue, everybody does this? I asked it myself when I first, got to yeshiva. I'm going, what's this about? And this is called Zerit. Okay? The interesting thing that people have asked me, and I've done
what might be the direction we kind of have to go, or where we're going to go when we realize that technology is not a substitute for having your feet on the ground. You're not looking at a television set. You got your feet 3 inches from the pavement. You know what I mean? So what better to help us emerge from that cocoon than the work of Robert and Persick? Zen in the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance, I believe that this philosophy can pull us back to earth and show us how to truly care again.
This means that the individual psyche is far from being safely synthesized. On the contrary, it threatens to fragment only too easily under the onslaught of unchecked emotions. While this situation is familiar to us from the studies of anthropologists, it is not so irrelevant to our own advanced civilization as it might seem. We too can become dissociated and lose our identity. We can be possessed and altered by moods or become unreasonable and unable to recall important facts about ourselves or others, so that people ask, what the devil has gotten into you? We talk about being able to control ourselves, but self-control is a rare and remarkable virtue.
We were so down, we'd up and leave. We'd up and fly if we had wings for flying. Can't you see the tears we're crying? Can't there be some happiness for me? Not in Nottingham.